All right, all right, all right. Raise you five. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Giving it a minute. Everything to register, everything to fall through. Woo wee, we talking about a good one today. I'm ready. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? All right, well, here we go. Here we go. Welcome, 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 Phoenixes. How are you? How's it going? We are nearing the end of February, aren't we? February is gone, the second month of the year. What we've been talking about, the month of love, and really looking into how we relate our relationships, what we expect, what we know of love, what we know to receive, to accept of love, to give, what we define as love. And that's what we've been looking at, this month, right? We talked about the highest and most essential form of love, which is, of course, self love, right? It all starts within. All starts with knowing yourself, knowing your worth, knowing your value, knowing what you want. So you can put those boundaries, you could set those standards, you can really align everything to what really your heart desires and what you deserve. So it is a reflection of what you believe you deserve. So we got to reflect on that because, hey, I don't know you, but I'm pretty sure you're probably wonderful or could be wonderful. I mean, I'll be honest, right? So we learned about the highest, most essential form of love, which is self-love, knowing yourself, looking within, being able to know what you want. Then we talked about the red and green flags, right? The red and green flags when you're out there assessing, figuring it out, dating, right? Getting to know this person, the flags, or maybe you've been in a relationship with them, getting to know the signs of healthy and unhealthy love, right? The things that we should be looking out for. So be sure to catch all that. And then finally, learning to understand and identify love, right? Healthy love. What is healthy love? What does it even look like? What does it mean, right? So we talked about that. Well, here we are today to talk about unhealthy love. That toxic love. Now, what is it about that toxic love, man? That kind of love that, just drives you crazy, drives you nuts, but you still stay. You know you shouldn't. You know you're better, but you still stay, right? What is it about that toxic love, man? Now, we know those stories much more often than we know some happy stories, right? Some happy endings. That toxic love for real, right? Now, understand that these things are shaped even early on from our childhood. From our caregivers, we learn how to love, what to expect, how to give, how to act, how to be, right? Now, understand it's not their fault, right? They did what they could with what they had and what they knew at the time. They did the best they could. And through generations and generations of messaging of a lot of things that even talking together here, we come to find out is unhealthy or toxic love, right? And we have to question that, right? We have to really question that. But that's what we're talking about, generational cycles, right? That's what happens. So here, what is unhealthy love? Let's talk about that. Unhealthy love is that manipulates, that tries to control, that does not let you express yourself, be yourself, seek and go after your dreams, doesn't support you. The kind of love that hurts you, that keeps you down, makes you feel small, doesn't let you believe in yourself or even give you the support or the space to be able to test it out. That's unhealthy love. Jealousy, envy, insecurities, control, right? All those things are unhealthy love because they're not allowing you to be the being that you are. They are not supportive of the being that you are. And let me tell you, doesn't that sound very familiar for a lot of us? Now, our childhood and, really, and our traumas, the traumas that we go through or that we experience or that become these issues have a variety of factors, of contributing factors. Considering the parent-child relationship, personality, the environment that you feel safe or you provided for. What that other person was able to give, emotional support or not, or all the things. It has a lot to do with many things, including just intrinsically your personality and the type of person you are and how you match with that. So it can't all be blamed on parents and such. It really is a combination of factors that we need to understand, but nonetheless, we need to learn what hasn't worked, what is unhealthy, what are things that are not helping us grow and develop and feel secure and feel safe and feel joy and come into the person that we are, the things that constrict us, right? This is where we get caught up and we're not able to fully express who we are. Okay, so that's unhealthy love, all forms of that. Now today we're only going to talk about the top five signs of unhealthy love. All right, so here we go. We're about to get into it, Now remember, there's all this backup information. Make sure that you check it out. Make sure that you on the page, you'll be able to go through all the other lives that we've had and all the other topics in the month. Those are always accessible to you. Also through the YouTube channel, okay? Reaching Heights 28, all right? So make sure you check that out. But here we go. Top 5 signs of toxic, unhealthy love. Okay, number 1, hot and cold behavior. Let me tell you that hot and cold behavior, it means they're indecisive themselves, perhaps. Maybe they're doing it without really meaning to. It's not malicious, but it just ends up that they have this hot and cold behavior, this hot and cold pattern. What it does, it messes you up. You don't know where you are because they don't know where you are or what to feel, what to commit to. They haven't made a decision. So here you are, back and forth, hot and cold, hot and cold. The sweet, sweet moments are so sweet that it keeps you holding on through it all. But then it's taken away and it's always dangled and it's used, it's weaponized in that way. See, all of this, what it is about toxic love, why it is so magnetizing, why are we so attracted to it, is because it's a mental ick, right? It is a mental situation. It gets control of your mind and your heart, and I'm going to tell you, it confuses you most of all, and you don't know where you're at. It creates dependency, self-doubt, right? That's the thing. That's why you stay in it, even if you know that you shouldn't. Number 2, manipulation. Okay, when they manipulate to try to get their way, not really considering or meeting you in the middle or trying to, make sure that you're happy, that you also enjoy, man, you got to watch that out. You got to watch out. Because if they have to trick you into doing stuff, it's almost like without your permission, without you knowing, without you condoning or subscribing to it. Now, if you do, you are, right? That's how it works. Whether you know or not, you're contributing to it. But manipulation for sure, from guilt tripping you, giving you allowances, taking things away, punishing like with affection, etc. if you don't do what they want, right? Not supporting your dreams, not supporting, doing shady comments when you're trying to go for them or really demand more of your time or your attention. Manipulation. Selfishness is number 3, which is the root of the same. Always about what they want, not really considering or really meeting you in the middle or being fair with you, right? Always kind of like just what they want and making you feel guilty or manipulating or doing this in order to get what they want, right? Not considering your feelings, not considering what you want to do. Number 4, shady, toxic behavior, boy. That shade is poison. When somebody really isn't rooting for you, let me tell you, and that you don't know that you can feel safe with them, cheating, lying, right? Discouraging you, putting you down, overly critical, always like, why you do this, that. That's really like, that gets to you, You start to really think like, man, like, is something wrong with me? Am I doing something wrong? Now, if you are, you are, right? But I'm talking about when it's not appropriate, when it's not merited, right? That's what I'm talking about. So, like, you're trying to do something and they throw these little shades like, you think you're going to be able to do that because you don't even really da-da-da, right? Shade. It's not encouraging you. It's not supporting you. It's not trying to help you do, constantly fighting, making scenes if you want to do something, emotionally unstable, like really shady, toxic behavior. Every time you're trying to do something, they seem to get hurt. You got to be there. You make plans. There's like some sort of sabotage. You got to pay attention to these things. These are all signs of toxic behavior, toxic love that they're providing. They weaponize their love. They make you feel guilty. They make it all about them, right? Often described as narcissistic behavior. But let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you as a therapist out here, it's, the concept of narcissism and narcissistic personality gets thrown out around a lot and very easily. And narcissism, people can have narcissistic traits, but doesn't mean that they're a narcissist. Because a narcissist in action, boy, let me tell you, there are clear distinctions and differences between somebody that has narcissistic traits to somebody that has a really embedded narcissistic personality. So these things are thrown around, and a lot of things have been thrown around and made now a little bit more, used freely, local, right? But really don't grasp all of it. So be careful with that. Now, there are people with narcissistic traits, a lot of these. Toxic, shady behavior, manipulation, and a whole bunch of other things. Gaslighting, which we're not talking about today. But number 5, unchanging. No matter how much and you talk to them and they say they're going to change and they promise, still the same. You tell them how this, you don't like this, they still do it. Never going to change. Get out. Get out of there. Get out of there now. Because you're just going to be going into the same hamster wheel, in the same cycle, unhappy, and tearing you down piece by piece, just chiseling you down. Let me tell you, get out. Get out. So the top 5, all right, here we go. Top 5 signs of unhealthy love, of toxic love, hot and cold behavior. In or out. They decide or you decide. It's that simple. Either they keep you in that cycle or you decide to get out of it. All right? Manipulation. To get you what they want, they must ask. They must get your consent, your participation, not just trick you into it. Right? Selfishness. We do not negotiate with terrorists. Sorry, not sorry, okay? Okay, that was a little joke for y'all. We do not negotiate with terrorists, though, okay? If you are selfish, if you're not trying to meet me halfway, it ain't gonna work. That's how it gotta be. All right? 4, shady, toxic behavior. You gotta reflect. You gotta confront. You gotta clarify. You gotta call their bluff, basically. It's like, you is bluffing out here. Why are you saying this? Look at how you look how you say this comment. What does that really mean, right? Clarify. Is that what you meant? That's how I understood it. Confront it. Call them on their BS, right? All right. Unchanging. What do you do with that? Ain't nobody got time for that. Bye, Felicia. All right. I'm telling you, get out. I'll tell you that. Get out. I'll tell you that for sure. So, a couple of other things. Now, all right, my loves. I hope this helps. Now, we've been talking about through this month of love, of February, of strength, of Black History Month as well, of doing what's right, of not staying comfortable, right? Of going for yours, knowing your worth, knowing your value. That's what this month represents all around. From Black History Month to being, now, again, commercialized perhaps, St. Valentine's, but the idea is to honor love once again, right? But definitely, really take that in. Always catch the replays, as I mentioned, if you want to check that out. But I hope this helps. And this is my way of expressing my love to you, to give you all the gems, all right? Now, you are in control. I want you to know that. I want you to know that you are in control of your life. We may not have had a choice when we were young, but the minute that we become adults, we are in control. But we need to be aware. We need to become aware, and we need to make changes, and we need to take action. We need to identify, and we need to work and process through it, okay? So this is what I'm here for. This is what I do, all right? So now, through my experience, I really understand what it takes to get there from a holistic approach, mind, body, and spirit. So be sure to check everything out. And I'm still not done because I want to give this Valentine's giveaway is still available. Now, all you got to do is those things and apply the link in the bio in the Instagram page, right? Reaching_heights. So be sure to apply for that. And as you know, right, come in, watch the weekly series, Raise You 5, check out the website, and book your discovery consultation call, y'all. I don't even know what y'all waiting for. Like, with everything that I done told y'all, everything that I done said, with everything that I have expressed to you and I have let you know, like, honestly, we need the light on our way out. Understand? We need help. we are in it. It is hard to see it from the inside. And it doesn't mean that you're not capable, because after all, it has to be you to do it. Somebody can guide you and be there as this lantern, as this guidance, but it's still you that has to do it. Let me tell you. There's nothing without that. But with the guidance and support, you can get there. You can know that you will have all the resources to get there, to gently take you there. And that's what a lot of my programs have for you. Okay, what I've been able to develop on a one-on-one basis or on a group basis, to really activate and work through some of those traumas, really remove blockages and clear out that energy so you can really get clear on what you want in this life, the reality you want to create, and who the F you are to get all of it. Okay, and that's what a lot of my programs are. So be sure to, again, check out the services, book a call, and we can talk about it. All right. So many ways. Thank you. And we are out, babies.